Life can change in an instant. For many wheelchair users, the struggle to push forward is a daily challenge.
After years of development and countless prototypes, we created Rib Grips, the revolutionary wheelchair hand rim covers with built-in ribs for ultimate grip and comfort.
No more slick surfaces, no more heat burns, just pure, reliable grip. Rib Grips, empowering you to push forward with ease. Rib Grips, get a grip on your freedom. Discover the difference. Visit ribgrips.com and use promo code GRIP today. You just found the perfect product that helps with staying cool during hot summer runs. No more gross warm water. Stay cool with this product from Gear Handle. This hydration tube cover helps keep your water cool and easily accessible. Stay hydrated during those long summer runs or even delay from freezing in the winter. Plus, they're compatible with various brands of water bladders and come in various colors. Visit gearhandle.com and use promo code H2O today.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Time being up here. So
is it? Yeah, well, soak it in. Yeah. Everybody gets so astounded when they're up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like being,
yeah. So I walked in
good.
and I hadn't even approached the front. He was like, hi. And I was like, oh, hi. Got it.
1, 2, 3.
Can you hear me, please?
No, yeah, you're good. You're good.
I'm like,
okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. I should say a gorgeous episode of The Public Affair, my very special guest. Now listen, before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to thank, of course, Rogue Media Network. We got Mike Hamilton over here, who's producing this episode, who's produced pretty much all my episodes. We were in the closet. I say the closet because it's a double entendre, because it truly was a closet next to Steve's Barbershop. Shout out to Steve. And now we're in the Alco Buildings. That's right. And of course, everybody has everything to do with all the production. And of course, to you guys for always showing me so much love and support. I did a quinceañera. We'll go into that in a minute. But I did a quinceañera this weekend. I went to a quinceañera. I was like the celebrity at the quinceañera.
Oh, awesome.
I know I had to go home. It was too much paparazzi, darling. Now before
You're like, I need a break.
I did. I was like, I wasn't expecting this. Okay, I was incognito. Now before I continue with my very, very special and luscious guest, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out. Just gonna give a shout out to a few, as in 6 of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by David Santabanez. What is Linear Real Estate? He is an remote sales agent in his office. If you guys need help buying a home, you don't know what you're doing, he's going to walk you through this process step by step. Se habla español también. Make sure you guys call him with the number on the screen. And there's a reason why he remains the #1 sales agent at Linear Real Estate, because he truly is the GOAT. My boy David is doing the damn thing. Thank you so much for all you do for me in The Public Affair, bro. I truly appreciate it. Of course, my girl, Anika Armstrong, where Armstrong's Bayou is giving dinner. Armstrong's Bayou Cafe and Bayou's Pueblo. Listen, girl, if you've never had Cajun seafood, please go to Armstrong's Bayou Cafe / Bayou's Po' Boys. It's right here at Union Hall. Really? It's right, girl. Yes, it's giving. All her pastas are amazing. If you like seafood, all the seafood is. Do you love? Okay, no, yes. But you have to go there because she's gonna put you on game.
Okay.
Real Cajun. All right, okay. Girl, go check them out. Now, I love all the pasta that they have. Their seafood potatoes are to die for. If you like baked potatoes, make sure you go try those out as well. Listen, you guys just go Union Hall, Union Grove. Go check them out. Armstrong's Bayou Cafe. Anika Armstrong, thank you so much for all you do for me on the show. I truly appreciate it. Of course, to my boy Manny Guerrero, Blue Star RV Services, mobile RV tech, who can fix all RVs, no watch out, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and so much more. I know you guys like to have them food trucks out there. It's giving hot, 110 degrees and the AC breaks. Don't worry about taking anywhere to stop what you're doing. Just call Blue Star RV Services. They can fix the AC so I can order the 3 tacos. Well, al pastor con todo, please, por favor. All right? They deal with the warranty companies. You have to do it all. Listen, follow on Facebook, call them on the screen, Blue Star RV Services. Thank you so much for all you do for me on the show. I truly appreciate it. Of course, to my boy Jonathan Garcia with JG's Lawn Service. You can contact for all lawn care, including mowing, weed eating, edging, tree trimming, and so much more. He offers competitive pricing, and he's willing to travel anywhere to make sure your property's looking right. So that way you guys aren't getting cited by the city. That way it's not looking a hot mess express when you guys get to the house. Truly amazing, truly phenomenal. Give him a call, the number on the screen, JG's Lawn Care. Thank you so much for sponsoring me and The Public Affair. I truly appreciate it. Of course, to Chef's Pizza and Burgers with Jesse and Tanya Sotomayor, offering a wide variety of delicious lunch and dinner options. New York style pizza. Oh my goodness, mouth-watering burgers. Subs, Mexican hot dog. I had their Mexican hot dogs to die for. I love it so much. They also have a wide variety of ice cold beer and desserts and so much more. You guys go check them out for their daily lunch specials and their dinner. Check them out at 3125 Bellmead Drive. And be on the lookout for brunch. And when they have brunch, you know we're pulling up. because I'm a brunch hoe. I love brunch. Yeah. Okay. Jeff's Pizza and Burgers. Me too. I love it. I love it so much. And of course, I'm not going to go on without thanking Jeff Davis with the Texas car plug at University Mazda Kia. Hit him up for the best deal on a brand new or pre-owned car. If you don't have credit, if you have bad credit, and he works effortlessly to make sure you're rolling off the lot with at least something. Yeah, he's going to make it happen. He's going to get you the best deal. Jeff Davis is truly the GOAT. Go hit him up. University Mazda Kia, the Texas car plug. Call the number on the screen and book with him now. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm super excited to have this next guest onto the show because this is a subject that I really, really like talking about. You know, like these things are in injections. You know, I don't want to say the wrong term and then you're going to fight me, Emma. Okay. but you know, just like, I guess, aesthetics and stuff like that. Yeah, I love it so much. I've had several guests on this show talk about their you know, being plucked and stuff like that. And I've even had Botox on the show. But I'm going to shut the F up because I want to welcome my very, very special guest, the GOAT, the owner of Tejas Aesthetics, Miss Emma Cabral, is here on The Public Affair. Thank you so much for being here. How are you?
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Are you excited?
I am excited.
Yes.
Nervous.
But what are you nervous
all of the above.
But why are you nervous? I'm so nice. I'm so kind.
I know you are so chill. This is my first time ever being in a podcast, so I think it's a little intimidating.
Really?
But I'm super excited.
You know what's crazy about how you got here too? So you have a whole PR person.
Yes.
Which, why don't I have a PR person yet? Excuse me, Rogue.
It's the best.
Yeah, I need one. I need somebody to do bookings for me too. And so they reached out to me, I think back in June. I was going through the messages after you called me out on it.
Yes.
You didn't call me out on it, girl. She did not. She did not. She said, Andrew, did you hear from my person? And I said, I probably did. I don't know. And so, I'm not sure. Yeah, and so we lost contact. I mean, they did tell me about you in June, and I feel like I brought it up, and then I don't know what happened. It was June, girl.
You're in summer.
Yeah, you know, yeah. And then you reached out to me,
yes.
And then I was like, I mean, you know what's funny, guys? Emma was trying to give me the host, but I was like, I'm so interested in what you do. You're just invited. I just want you on. Like, what are you doing tomorrow, girl? So thank you.
I'm like, okay, this weekend, okay.
Yeah, and I love your story. I love your story of resilience. You know, you gave me a little bit of insight on the phone, which I hope you could share with our guests,
yes.
or excuse me, our audience. And I love your come up. I love some of the things that you mentioned as to why you wanted to come up and be your own boss. But, you know, before we do all that, right? Can you just introduce yourself to us and talk to us a little about your life growing up, please?
Okay. So, of course, my name is Emma Cabral. I am the owner of Tejas Aesthetics. And I guess we'll start by saying why I named my company Tejas.
Okay.
Without tearing up.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No. We'll get the tissue. It's fine. There's tissues over there. Yeah,
okay,
we'll have mine. Okay.
So I immigrated to the U.S. when I was 14 years old. My parents and my family got a green card. Well, us as kids, we wanted to come to the U.S. to better ourselves, to go to school. So my goal was to finish high school. And go back to Mexico because my parents still live there.
Oh, okay.
Till this day. So
they're still there.
Yes.
I missed. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. No,
so all the kids moved here to go to school. My siblings are older than me, so they tried to go to school, but I think they were a little too old to kind of like learn English and all that.
Okay.
But I guess I was young enough because I'm the youngest one.
Sure.
I came when I was in 8th grade, and I did not know any English. Maybe I didn't know.
Yeah.
I did not know. No.
Right. You thought you did, and then
yeah. So,
but I'm sorry, all the kids by yourselves? Like,
yes.
how?
So, I'm the youngest one. So I guess my oldest brother, he is 10 years older than me. So he's 24. So from 24, it kind of goes down the ladder. Everybody's like 2 years apart.
Okay.
So I guess I had like a 22-year-old sister.
Oh, okay.
20.
I see.
18.
So they were all like established adults.
Yeah, they were adults.
I'm thinking 15-year-olds all.
No. So
okay.
I guess the youngest ones were me and my brother.
Sure.
It was I guess 18, 16, and then me 14.
Okay, got you.
So yeah. So I finished high school and I've always been very like I love school, I love learning. So I told my mom I wanted to go to college.
Yeah.
So I didn't go back, and I still haven't gone back.
So you haven't gone back to Mexico?
Yes, I have. So I go for vacation and I go see my parents. My parents can come over here, so they're here like every couple months. But they have like their whole life in Mexico, so they go back home, and then they come to visit us. And then same thing with us, we go and visit them and then come back.
Can I ask you a question? I feel like the circumstances of you coming here is so unique in the sense of a lot of the guests that I've had on the show, they come at such a younger age, maybe, 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old. I've had guests that have literally crossed. I'm not sure. I'm from New York, so I'm not too familiar with immigration.
Border.
Yeah, I'm not. But some said they crossed, I guess, not like maybe deserts or like rivers and stuff like that. And so you guys in your teenage years decided we want to move to the United States. So was that as something that you guys, just to clarify, you guys collectively decided together as a group of teenagers? Or was it more your parents like, hey, we're about to send you off?
I think it was more us.
Okay.
Yeah. And how we got here is our uncle petitioned for us. So we all had a green card. So it's not like we were going to cross the river or nothing dangerous. It was more like, they're giving us this opportunity to do something or become something.
Sure.
So we just kind of took it.
Was it hard, though, being 14? I moved to Texas when I was 14.
It was hard.
From New York, and I couldn't imagine, much less a different country.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So can you talk a little bit about some of the struggle and adversity that you had to go through as a 14-year-old girl moving to, did you move here to Waco? Was it Waco? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. So just moving here?
So I first moved in with my godmother, my godparents. I lived with them for about a year.
Right.
And my siblings were kind of in California at that time. So my dad's side of the family lives mostly in California, and my mom's side of the family lives mostly in Texas.
Oh, got you.
So I guess since I was so young, my mom felt better me coming with my godmother. But then my brothers and sister moved to Texas.
Okay.
A year and a half later. So once the school year finished, I moved in with my siblings.
Okay, got you.
So it was all of us in one house.
Oh my gosh.
So a bunch of teenagers, maybe.
Yeah.
So
listen, don't let her fool you. Parties all the time.
No.
No. Oh no. Okay.
That's not the case.
They ran a strict household.
Yes, my oldest brother. He's like a dad.
Good for them. No, that is good.
He's always been like a dad.
Yeah.
So it was hard. It was hard.
Sure.
I think mainly because I was just a teen.
Did you have a hard time fitting in?
Not so much because I don't think that I was even worried about it. I think I was just trying to learn as much as I could. I don't think that I was trying to fit in.
Sure.
I think it was more like I couldn't understand them.
So you just kind of kept to yourself.
Yeah. I kept to myself. Yes. For the longest time, I just kept to myself. I mind my business and I did what I had to do. I went to school to learn, and that was what I did.
Was it. So you didn't have any rebellious teen years? Or
not at 14.
Not
rebellious years happened later.
Yeah.
I think maybe 16, 17.
Yeah, okay.
But it was mostly, I think my brother was trying to be such a good dad and kind of fill in those shoes. That he was so strict. He was so strict.
And so you were just...
So I wasn't even bad. I was just lying. I was saying, I'm going to the mall and I end up with the quinceañeras and things like that.
At the party, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a group of my cousins and we loved quinceañeras.
Do you really?
Yes. I guess that's the thing. So we will crash quinceañeras too.
Oh my God. You could just do that though.
Yeah.
You can just do that. Yeah.
So, I guess we love to dance.
Yeah.
So we will say we're going to the mall or we going to grab some food and we'll just kind of end up with the quinceañera.
Okay.
He'll be really mad.
Sure.
And,
and get grounded. So what was...
Yes. All the time. I was always grounded.
Wait, but Emma, what was life... How was... Girl, because I've been to Mexico. I've said it on the show. I've been to Mexico.
Okay.
Not the nice part, right? It was gorgeous. Where people actually live in Mexico.
Okay.
And the life...
adobes, the dirt houses. I don't know.
They lived in my best friend Jaime. Shout out to you, bro. You know I love my brother. It's like a little pueblo town.
Yes,
I walked around the whole town in 15 minutes. That put a stamp on the town because of my erratic behavior and my misbehavior. And so, but when I got to see the people's way of living, what I did appreciate was that everybody seemed really, we took a lot for granted here.
Yeah.
And everybody seemed really content with what they had. There was no complaining, nothing like that. But then, the other side that I saw was, hanging out by the fountain and smoking cigarettes all day and drinking and partying. And every day was a party. I can't keep up with you bitches. I'm going to have an aneurysm. So I wonder, as a teen, you know, I mean, you were relatively, I would say that you were pretty, you know, well versed. What was life different? How did it differ from Mexico versus here? Do you think that you could have been afforded the same opportunity had you stood, basically? No. Okay.
So my parents are like farmers, so they like crop and they have cows, they milk cows, they make cheese. I know how to make cheese.
Yeah, make me some, please, girl. I'm a cheese hoe. I love cheese.
Yes. I will find some whole milk, I guess.
Okay, yeah, I'll buy you some whole milk. You be right. I'll find whole milk. HEB.
You think they're really whole though?
I don't know. It's $1.97.
I don't know. But there is people that actually milk cows that you can actually like real.
Well, then I want that cheese.
Okay, awesome.
Well, we got you.
We'll find that.
We got you, yeah.
So, I guess my sister is 8 years older than me. So I guess the only ones that always wanted to go to school with the girls. So my sister attempt to go to, I guess, high school.
Okay.
But so education in Mexico is only free till you're like 15. So like 8th grade.
That's right.
So like to go to high school, like you have to either get a scholarship or come out of pocket. Yes. Going to college, yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's like going to college. But obviously we're from like El Rancho, so it's like, I don't know. It used to be about an hour away from like the city, but now we actually have Pittman, so like it's a lot faster. So it's like 30 minutes now. So now we go back and forth to the city like nothing.
Yeah.
But back then it used to be like a struggle.
Sure.
For my sister to get to school, and like my dad did as much as he could to help her go to school.
Yeah,
but overall, like I could see, you know, I was young, but I could see like how much the struggle to
Sure.
So to me, I just felt like I had a better chance here.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fair to say. How long did it take you to learn English?
A year. But like I said, I was in my zone.
Okay, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. She was booked and busy.
Yeah.
You had to learn how to speak English so you could talk to the guys at the quinceañeras.
Yes,
okay. Okay, so anyway, okay. Are you a mother or you?
No, I don't have kids yet.
Yeah, neither do I. But
I do have dogs.
Yeah, there you go. No. I wonder. Okay, because I want to ask you about getting educated because you know you sound like you were really head in the books. You know what I mean, and you became a whole nurse, right? And so was that something that you always aspired to be? And let's give you your titles: RN, BSN,
yeah,
and then injector. Okay, yeah. So I'm sorry. So was nursing, was that always your aspiration?
I know, trying to cut you off.
No, you're good. Was that always your aspiration, or was that? Yeah, how did that come out? Yeah.
So whenever I started going to college, I don't know what I was going to college for, but I just knew I wanted to do something. I just didn't know what.
Okay.
So I started at MCC, and I just started taking like basics.
Yeah.
So at some point I was like, okay, I need to figure out what I'm doing. Sure. So I applied to the X-ray program and I didn't get in.
Oh shit.
And then, which is crazy because the nursing program is much more competitive. So I applied the following semester and I got in. And I was
MCC?
Yes. And I was like, okay, I guess we're going to be a nurse. And at that point it just kind of like.
Because I even know of some people that go out of town.
Yeah.
So like Navarro College, I think in Mejia for the nursing program. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe it just wasn't. X-ray might have not been my thing.
Sure, yeah. No.
I think it was just
you became a whole injector, so it's all good.
Yes.
Yeah. So education, there was no distraction for you, and you had a mission.
I had a mission. Yeah.
Do you think that part of it? Well, obviously, because you moved here for better circumstances and stuff like that. Would you say the same thing was for all your siblings? Was everybody pretty head in the books, or?
No.
I mean, all kids are moving here, so there's like a sense of freedom for you guys.
Yeah.
How do you not take advantage of the sense of freedom? You know?
I think because we knew what we came for, so we were not playing around.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
And mom and dad weren't having that shit either, though, right?
I don't know. My parents, I feel like my parents were never really like super strict. And even to this day, like, well, my dad, he looks at you and you just know.
Okay, he's one of those.
Yeah, he's one of those. My mom, she's just all talk. You know, she's not.
Hopefully, they'll watch it in Mexico and be like, "What the hell?"
She won't be able to understand.
Do you guys ever talk about how hard it was for them to let you guys come over here?
I don't think so. So I think Hispanic families,
they don't be caring, right?
No, I don't think they're not be caring, but I feel like it's hard. I guess because how they grew up, it's hard for them to express themselves. Oh, yeah. Like I feel like I never really like heard "I love you" until like I left. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does. Because yes, you're absolutely 100% correct about that.
I feel like they just don't know how to show love.
I got you.
And I feel like it's probably how they were raised.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I grew up super fast, right? I had to do what I had to do, and I took care of business, and I had to be responsible.
Right.
So I think it was the same for them, because they've been working since they were kids.
No, for sure.
And I don't think my mama thinks she finished primary school.
Okay.
But I don't even think that they went to junior high.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Yeah, and here's a good question. I'm not going to ask you how old you are because you're never supposed to ask the lady how old she is, but I'm 30.
But I look great. Everybody tells me I look 24. So,
you do? Okay.
Yeah.
How about this? I'm 30. I'm 33.
Okay.
Are you close to my age? Around my age. Okay.
Yeah.
So how did boys and stuff not become a distraction? Because, us men here in Waco, we ain't shit, right? And we only have our mind on one thing. You know what I mean? And you're stunning and you're gorgeous. How did the guys not become a distraction for you?
I don't know.
Or ladies.
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like, I've gone through a stage where obviously I've gone out.
Yeah.
I like this. I'm very social.
Sure.
So I don't want to say I like to party, but just being around people, it's my thing.
Is it really? Okay.
Which is crazy because I was so nervous coming on the show. But once I get going, you can't stop me.
Would you believe it if I told you I hated being around people?
Really?
I can't stand going to parties or events. I can't stand it. And it takes a lot for me to
Does it take a lot of energy?
It takes a lot for me to be like, okay, Andrew, you're going to go to this now. One of my good friends his daughter had a quinceañera. I had to convince myself to go. Only to be the next famous person there.
Oh, okay. You're and I had to go home
I don't know.
immediately.
I guess being a people person is a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
But for you, like you said, though, you went through your stage of going out and, whatever. And
going out. But I feel like I never lost my head, I guess.
Okay,
I always
good.
knew I needed to go home.
Yeah.
I need to, I don't need to be drinking that much. I need to go home. I need to make sure that I'm safe.
Yes.
Also, after becoming a nurse, I think that's a big thing because, if you get drinking and driving,
you
can
can't
lose
get
your license.
You can't get in trouble, girl.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I have sacrificed too many things to get in trouble.
Sure.
So I feel like I don't know. I think I never wanted to disappoint my parents or my brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were just very head in the game. I like that about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You knew what you were going after. Okay. So first generation college graduate? Is that what's going on? Mm-hmm. Is there a lot of weight on the shoulders, girl? Are you
It used to be.
Yeah.
But I feel like now they have kind of just accepted that if I said I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But it's not so much pressure anymore because I feel like even my siblings, they're pretty successful.
Mm-hmm.
They flip homes, in their own way.
Right.
They have a car lot. They have done.
Are any of them single?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. Actually, no.
None of them are single.
No.
None of the
Let
brothers.
me just not say that before I get them in trouble.
Okay, yeah. Oops.
No,
girl.
none of them are single. Actually, I don't know why I say it.
How about are any of them available for me? Hello, maybe.
I don't know. They all have wives.
Okay. We'll find out later, girl. Okay. So can we jump right into the injections, please? Okay, yeah. So you went from taking care of people to actually making us look snatched, right?
Yes.
Why the transition?
So I worked, actually I've been a nurse for 7 years.
Yes.
I worked in ICU through COVID, and that was super hard.
Oh.
I feel like
shout out to you, girl.
At that time,
Yeah.
I didn't understand how much I had gone through. I think I think all of us were just on autopilot.
Right.
But I think towards the end of it, I was just so worn out. I was just what am I doing? Is this making me happy anymore? I feel like even I was bringing that home. I almost felt like I was I had no hope.
Okay.
I just thought I don't want to say this.
Do you think it made you depressed?
Maybe, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because the hospitals are not really happy environments.
No, they're not happy. Nobody that goes there.
I was a phlebotomist for 11 years, and I'll never go back to the medical field. I thought it was the lamest shit in the whole entire world. I hated working in hospitals. I don't know anybody acts like they enjoy it,
Yeah.
But in your circumstances, especially during that time,
Yeah.
it's not like you were going to work and everything was
fine.
And fun, and we had such a great day today. You know what I mean?
No, it
and
was
so
like it was a lot.
it took a toll on you emotionally.
It did, yes, emotionally.
Yeah, okay.
And physically, because you'll get off, and some days you wouldn't even go home till like 9 p.m.
Oh,
like,
girl.
it was hard.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, so you're doing all that, but when you become certified, I guess like BSN RN, are you able to do the injection? Is that a separate thing?
No, so
Okay.
you are able to inject
Okay.
because that's within your scope of practice. So, like, as a nurse, you can inject just like you inject any medications at the hospital.
Oh yeah.
But obviously, you have to be trained because it's a different skill.
Sure.
It's a whole different thing. Like, I may be able to give you like a shot, but like, like for the flu or something.
Yeah,
But
okay.
it's a different thing. Injecting like lips, injecting Botox is a different medication.
Right.
You have to understand like facial anatomy.
Sure.
So it is the same but different.
So how did you know that was the next step in your career?
So this is funny
Yes.
because I wanted to do it even since before COVID.
Okay.
But I think that COVID happened and that just kind of like
It like
did it for
ruined
me.
everything.
Yeah. So I used to watch this nurse on YouTube, and she was a nurse injector in LA.
Oh, okay.
So I used to always watch her videos, and I just wanted to be that. And I feel like at that time, aesthetics wasn't like a big thing, or it was kind of like taboo.
Okay,
like
sure.
nobody really was talking about it.
I agree.
So I just I try to look around in Waco for trainings or shadow opportunities, and there was really nothing. Like I couldn't really find anything. So then I guess fast forward a few years later, I went to work crisis response in Dallas.
Okay.
So through COVID.
Yeah.
And I was already there, so I just kind of started looking.
Yeah.
So I got on Instagram and I started looking, and then I found like a few mentors.
Yeah.
And so I reached out to them. I went to get my lips done.
Okay.
I went to get my lips done.
And
then
she's leaving out that part. Yeah.
Yeah. I went to get my lips done, and then I talked to Tracy Hawkins.
Okay.
Who is my mentor, and she is the lady that trained me.
Oh, shout out Tracy.
Shout out to Tracy.
Yes.
She, to this day, she still helps me so much.
Okay.
I am very thankful
That's so awesome.
for her. But
Yeah.
she did my lips, and then I kind of got to the, that conversation of asking her, like, what does it take to do this? Like, do you offer mentorship? How much does this cost? So like all those things. And so she went over all the information because she was already offering courses, but I was, I guess, like her first actual student.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like a 3-month mentorship. So I was already in Dallas. So I was already there. So I just ended up taking it.
Yeah.
And so I was like going to training while I was working at the hospital in Dallas.
Gotcha.
So that's how I got started.
Okay.
And then a whole year and a half later from training, I decided to do something with it.
Yeah.
So I continued to inject, obviously, because you take models to practice on. So when my models needed touch-ups, like I'll go up there for practice, or there was a couple of times where Tracy came to Waco, and I treated my models. And basically, like, I just wanted to learn. Like, I didn't really make anything off of that. Like, obviously, because I was injected under Tracy.
Yeah.
But my thing was, like, I just wanted to practice.
Exactly.
So that whole year and a half later, she literally asked me, she's like, so what are you going to do? When are you going to start injecting? She's like, so I was like, I'm not sure. I think I had too much going on because after Dallas, I took an assignment in Amarillo.
Oh, okay.
So I went and worked in Amarillo.
Yeah.
Still doing ICU travel. And then I went to Houston.
Girl, bye.
And that was different.
Yeah,
Houston was different. And so after traveling for like 2 years, I like felt like I was like done. I was done. Okay. Like I was tired all the time.
Sure.
Like I just felt like
it's just
I
not
was
fun no more.
Always on the go.
Yeah.
And then
you have no life.
Yeah, I had no life. So I will come home on like my days off.
Yeah.
And then my boyfriend, he was like, you're not going again. Like, if you leave, I'm going to go with you.
Yeah.
So at that time, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to slow down.
Okay.
But I don't really think that I was planning on slow down, but life just kind of happened. So we were in the middle of, so we looked for houses in Dallas, Houston, like, oh, big cities where I was working, right, taking assignments. We look for houses. Houses out there are so expensive.
They're horrible. Yeah, I don't know why people act like living out there is so fun.
No.
It's not. Yeah.
And then the ones that were like affordable, they were like really not nice. So we were like,
you can say ghetto girl. It's okay.
Yeah.
It was over there in West Dallas. She's like, I didn't want to go over there.
In Oak Cliff.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
No, she's not.
I did live in Oak Cliff when I was doing my assignment there. It wasn't bad.
I have friends that live in West Dallas, and they're very fun. I do.
It wasn't bad. It was great. But I wanted a nice house.
Yeah. Okay, girl. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with wanting nice things.
There's really not. So that fell down the shitter, and you were like, okay, this isn't happening.
So then we started looking for houses in Waco. Okay. So we definitely were just like, you know what, Dallas. I mean, I drove like a year and a half to Dallas back and forth on my days off. So it wasn't like it's not a bad drive. And even going to Austin.
I don't even like driving here. Like
I feel like after you drive back and forth so much,
it just becomes
normal.
Yeah,
it just becomes a thing. And also, you know, there's actually people that worked with me in Dallas that live like in the DFW area, and they still drive in like 40 minutes to work. So like, I feel like it's not a long way because there's people that drive it all the time.
I don't know, girl. When I'm done, I just regret to go to the house. Like,
definitely. But no, listen. So then we were like, okay, well, we're just gonna buy a house in Waco. You know, it's not that far. Like, if we want to do anything out of like that, you know, that Waco doesn't have, we'll just drive. Or we'll do like a weekend getaway. Those types of things. So everything was nice and going. With like the mortgage company, they had pre-approval. Well, towards the closing, like we're like 30 days out, and they're like, I can't remember what it is when they like ran your stuff again.
Oh, okay. Like the credit.
What is it?
I don't. I have it off the because I did this twice and I can't remember. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So closing is getting to come like, you know, like in a few weeks, and then they run your stuff again, and they're like, oh, by the way, we noticed that you took a break in January, and I'm like, I take breaks all the time.
Yeah.
So I think I took like a month break, and that was like, and this was in May, I think. So like that, it wasn't like whole year. So it looks like I've only worked 4 months out of like that year.
I see.
So like they were saying that my income to ratio was like lower than the year before, and I'm like, well, yeah, because you took off. Yeah. So it was like a whole thing, and like we had already put a down payment. It was so
I feel bad for you already.
So we had to repay a down payment, and it was like I think over 10 grand because at that time the market was like everything was flying because it was during COVID. The interest rate was low. Mm-hmm. I think the houses were low too.
Yeah.
So everything was going.
Girl, because they ain't low now.
They were like, we needed. I remember that they were like, we need a down payment like today. Otherwise, we're going to go to the next person.
Oh my god!
Because like I guess his houses were going like that. Yeah, and so the house that we bought is like by a little pond. So I feel like a lot of people wanted the house because it was the last one by the pond.
Okay.
So we were like, no, we want it. So we had to like.
Eat shit and go get $10,000.
Yes, basically. Up front, the house hasn't built yet.
Yeah.
So then we're just like, okay, so what if we don't qualify? Are we going to lose this money? And they're like, well, we don't know yet. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know?
I need to know, girl.
I need to know today.
Because we were really getting ready to go to Red Lobster and then you fucked it up. So,
so we need to know today. Yeah. So that happened. And then they were like, well, they were like trying to work things around. They were like, well, gotcha. if you get like a job within like the next 2 weeks, all your onboarding has to be done, and then that is considered a more like reliable job, like an actual permanent job, I guess. So I had to go back to be a full-time employee at Providence. Yeah. So I came back and applied for a position at Providence to be a full-time employee again. Mm-hmm. So I guess things were just meant to happen. And like I was pretty getting tired of traveling anyways. Sure. So I was just like, you know, maybe this is just like God telling me like I just need to like be home for sure and have like a normal life.
I got you, girl.
So I had 2 weeks to do that. Yeah. I had 2 weeks to interview to get my onboarding.
And you got it all taken care of.
I did. Yes. Like I did. I literally worked like my 3 days, and then I literally drove to Waco from Houston, had an interview that day, and then I had like an offer. But I already know all the management in Providence.
Okay, gotcha,
I worked before with them.
Yeah.
So they offered me a job like pretty quickly, but the onboarding was the part because they have to do like all your testing. They have to do all your like background checks.
Tedious.
Yeah.
It's
so
tedious.
I was like, Lord. So that. We got a house.
Yeah.
We didn't lose the $10,000, thank God. But that was why I came back to Waco.
I got you. Okay. Well, you want to know what? I want to get more into how you open Tejas Aesthetics.
Yes.
I want to know more about the injections, some of the misconceptions, and some of the things that you've been through in the business too. Okay. But when we're going to take a quick break. And when we get back, we're going to learn more about Tejas Aesthetics, where you guys should go or how you should get your lips injected, when it's an appropriate time, and how it's going to affect your personal life activities. So make sure you guys stay tuned here on The Public Affair. We'll be right back. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this exciting episode of The Public Affair. My very special guest, Miss Emma Cabral, is in the building. Now, before we continue, I'm just going to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by Banda's Hauling Service with Julian and Ana Banda. They rent dump trailers. You fill it up, they'll take it all away for you. They also do junk removals and tree brush removals, and they haul cars in and out of town. If you guys are having those big giant parties as well, they offer roll-off dumpster services as well. They're super reliable. Make sure you guys save the number on the screen, and they're always going to be there for you to pull you out of a sticky situation. Pun intended. Book now with the number on the screen of Banda's Hauling Service. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Pollo Box and Audio, my boy Jeffrey Montreal, home for all your LED needs and auto accessories, installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. He also specializes in building custom soap for enclosures, so much more. He's put starlights in my car. He's put bass in my car, so I just love bumping the Cheetah Girls in South Waco. It's the best thing ever. He also does custom soap for enclosures and so much more. Your one-stop shop to get everything done in one roof. Make sure you guys book with him now, and it's still summertime. Get that tint, you guys. I promise it's gonna work. The tint works. Pollo Box and Audio, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Marriott Rosales with Striker Post Photography, a digital photo booth business, perfect for private parties, private events, corporate events, and so much more. Listen, it's super fun. It's convenient. It's easy. If you guys are ever having an event, make sure you guys hit up my girl, Marriott Rosales with Striker Post Photography. She also offers digital customized invitations as well. So you're not having to print them out and go hand them out to people. She's going to take care of it all for you and just send them in an email, girl. That's right. Striker Post Photography, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, to my bro, Jesus Sanchez with Brothers Roofing and Remodeling. I just ran into him today. So kind, so great. He's always booked and busy from Mart, Texas, a small construction business from Mart, but he specializes in general roofing needs and all remodeling in all of Central Texas. Make sure you guys hit him up to protect your home from the crazy elements of this lame-ass Texas weather. It's hailing 1 minute, then it's 107. Our roofs, they're begging for life right now. Just call Brothers Roofing and Remodeling. He's going to get it taken care of. You guys can also ask him about financing as well. He's got you. So Jesus Sanchez, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. All right, guys, we're with my very special guest, Miss Emma Cabral. We were teasing her because now we know the struggle of buying a house. And it's all because of Emma Cabral. So thank you for that insight.
It's a lot. It's stressful.
It was stressful, and you know what? She had to get that off her chest, damn it, and she did it on camera. And you can do that. It's a therapy session on the show, okay? So, you did, and so, so good for you. No, but thank you again so much for being here. I definitely want to get into the career, okay? So, you do lip injections. Mm-hmm. We do Botox.
Yes.
Okay. What am I missing? Lip injections. Do you do like ass shots too? Is that a thing or?
So you can do like collagen stimulators to make your butt more plump.
Okay.
So, yes.
Fun fact, I don't know if you know this, but I'm homosexual.
I know.
Okay. I don't like guys with big plumpy butts.
No?
I don't like it when they
Some guys have some really nice booties.
I hate when big butts on girls. I feel like looks appropriate.
Okay.
I like big butts on girls, right? But on guys, when they have big butts like that and then they walk around like they're a girl with a big butt, that is so unattractive to me. Is that not unattractive to you?
No.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know.
But then there's guys with firm butts.
Yeah,
and so that's different. Yeah, like muscular firm butts, like that's hot. But a guy walking around with a BBL, like a woman.
Okay.
That's like not sexy to me.
Okay.
Do you see
I
what
mean,
you see?
I don't know if I wouldn't say it's not sexy to me, but it's nice.
It's not
do you watch do you know who Louis is? Louis Castro?
I know a Louis.
No, he's like an influencer on Instagram.
Oh no, yeah.
So he got a BBL and I think I think he looks nice.
You think okay?
Yeah.
I'll find him and then I'll send you a picture and I'll let you know yes or no.
Okay.
But so, what's the most obscene cosmetic request that's ever been at? Like somebody said, "Hey, can you inject this?" And you're like, "What the fuck?"
I don't think I've had that.
You haven't had that.
No.
So it doesn't happen.
I'm sure it does, but I haven't had anybody like ask for something like
I got you.
Crazy. I mean, everything that I do is pretty common.
Okay.
If anything, like I feel like I have turned people away because they want more lip filler, and sometimes you have to.
You have to cut them off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not cut them off, but sometimes you have to like dissolve in order to like build again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because sometimes you have like migration.
Sure.
Migration. So sometimes you can work on top of that, but sometimes I feel like it's best, and you're going to have best results if you dissolve and we start over.
Okay, got you. So
just that.
People are coming too often. Was that kind of like where we're at with it? Like maybe they're not setting their appointments too far apart.
I would say maybe too often. They've had it done for like consecutively over the years.
Yeah.
Because I feel like even like me, sometimes I'm like this past time that it was time for me to refill them, like I just kind of held off because I felt like they were still plump.
Yeah.
And I kind of just want to give my lips a break.
Yeah.
So either too often or they've been doing it for a few years.
Sure.
Or sometimes like if their lips were like very small at the beginning and you inject like a lot, there's only so much that the lip is going to be able to take because they're so small. So then you start seeing like migration on the back of their lips.
Do I need lip fillers, Emma?
Yes, everybody needs lip fillers.
No, but even me, I feel like these lips are...
I feel like your bottom lip is good.
Okay,
if we did anything, is the top.
I don't want one of those like caucus white lady lips that's like, you know what I mean? Like this, like just not there. You know what I mean?
No, you don't have that difference.
Okay, I get scared.
No.
And sometimes I don't feel like, I don't know
But sometimes you can also do a lip flip.
What's that?
So it's like it relaxes the muscle on top of your lip.
Okay.
So sometimes people smile and their lip hides.
After this, I'm going to go be looking at people's lips.
They smile and their lip hides. So you can inject this to relax the muscle.
Sure.
And it kind of, it flips the lip to make it look more full when you smile.
Oh, okay.
So, and that is very like not invasive at all. And it lasts maybe like 2 to 3 months.
Okay, I got you. Do you think that more of your clientele is women or men, or is it like there's equilibrium?
No, I would say it's more women.
Really? Okay.
But I do have some men that do Botox that I have kind of looked into.
It's called Botox?
Botox. Well, I don't think that that's the term for it, but that's what I call
Susie
it.
did Botox on me on the show.
So you're a bro? So Botox?
No, I'll call it, because I want to have a face like Joan Rivers in my 70s. So I'm not going to ever have kids because I physically cannot have kids for reasons we won't talk about on the show because I can't. But yeah, I want my nephews and stuff to look at me and I want to be like this. I want to be all leathery and shit. You know what I mean?
So, yeah. So preventative Botox.
Oh, okay.
So like, I guess, because when you're at rest, and even me, I mean, I hope I don't have any like wrinkles or fine lines, but
like crow's feet.
Yeah. But whenever like I smile or like those are like dynamic lines. So basically like whenever you're treating yourself at a young age, like whenever you don't have lines at rest, they're more for preventative measures. So like it just kind of helps you not be as wrinkly when you're older.
Well, so the guys that do come and do you call it Botox so it doesn't sound gay, or are they just gay and that's what you're calling it? Or like, how does that go?
No,
well, because I feel like there's I feel like there's a misconception. I feel like people, like men, for instance, if they do get cosmetic injections, like maybe that's gay to them. Do you know what I mean? But it's not, is it?
No, I don't think so. I just call it Botox because they're men. I don't know. I actually do my boyfriend's, and like whenever he first started doing it, like he has these 2 lines that are like super noticeable across his forehead. And I'm like, you can't be walking around like that, telling people that I do, like that I own a business that does Botox and filler and things like that. And you're looking like that. So I started treating him. Yeah. And now like every time he's like starts to notice it, he's like, oh, I need Botox.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And like, it's not, I mean, I don't think that is gay at all. I just think it's like a misconception. He was on board though?
He didn't feel pressured? Like he was like, no, I'm going to do this.
I think he was just trying to support me. So he did it.
Yeah, good Good for him.
So he did it, but
Yeah.
now, like, I think that now that he's done it, he's like, I mean, it's not gonna take any of the men that you are.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I wish I would have followed up with my Botox with Susie. I should have called her and I didn't.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm sorry, girl. Yeah. Do you find yourself staring at people and like not judging? I'm not going to say judging. We don't judge, but like, you do. That's what you do.
Yeah, that's what I
You
do.
do cosmetic
I
stuff.
try
Yeah.
not to, because obviously I'm not trying to like make people uncomfortable, and I feel like we're all beautiful in our own ways.
That is such a media trained answer. No, I bet you be at the restaurants like, ooh, girl, them lips.
No, I
them
really
lips,
don't. I really don't, unless I'm really trying to like give you a consultation, because
Okay.
there's like some of my friends like have come to get treatment by me, and then I really start to like look at their face, look at the symmetry,
Yeah.
like trying to give like a full face consultation,
Yeah.
and then I notice things that I'm like, I've never noticed, but I feel
Okay.
like because I try not to be obvious,
Sure.
and like I don't know, I don't want to be like telling, like we're having a conversation and I tell you something about yourself, and then that makes you self-conscious.
Like self-conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I try not to do that, but like if I'm just people watching, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You know what? I don't know, Emma, because like, well, I get why you do it with your boyfriend, right? Because but I don't know. I want my man to look all rugged. I don't want him looking all prettier than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want him to be wrinkled and ugly, so that way nobody wants
How
him.
wrinkled though? Just kidding.
I've been with some wrinkly men, girl.
I'm like, how wrinkled?
My dad will be disappointed.
But I feel like even when you do Botox, like it doesn't make you look unnatural.
No, it doesn't.
Like
And
it's very subtle. Like you'll still look yourself.
I guess it's like, and we talk about like the celebrities, you know what I mean, that are old.
Yeah.
They probably be having a lot of Botox.
They probably have a lot of treatment done.
Yeah.
And they probably have like facelifts and things like
Exactly,
that.
yeah. That's
so
what I
like
want,
it can be as natural as you want.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
What are some of the misconceptions that annoy you about injections and fillers? And a lot of people, they get backlash for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like just being judged that you're gonna look fake
Mhm.
or that you're not gonna look like yourself.
Okay.
Or like, oh my God, don't do any more lip filler.
Mm.
So I think that's just what kind of like, I feel like that you're just not educated enough
Yes.
of how natural it can look.
And that's what you're here for, though.
Yeah.
That's so to school the person that might have questions about it, right? Because I mean,
Yes.
you wouldn't do it if it was like, say, just unsafe or
No.
disadvantaging to somebody.
No.
You know what I mean?
And my thing is like, I always try to, like, I'm a very minimalist injector.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to do as little, especially when it's your first time. Because like, you're not used to it. You don't know if you're going to like it.
Yeah.
And also I need to make sure that you respond to the treatment well.
Okay.
And also like, I don't know if what worked for, let's say, Jimmy is going to work for you.
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Like, so every person is a different dose.
Okay.
So somebody take more units of Botox. Somebody may take less units of Botox.
Right.
Somebody need maybe a full syringe of filler, while other person only needs half a syringe.
Oh, got you.
And it just depends.
Okay. How long do you have to actually be doing like because with the lip injections, that's not an immediate result, right? Like you have
No,
to.
with filler is immediate.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got
with
you.
Botox, you have to wait like a week or two.
Yeah.
For full results. Filler, it's very immediate. Like you see the plumpness right away.
Right.
You may even be a little bit swollen
Okay.
first, but
Because you can't
I would
kiss
say
and stuff,
allow
right?
maybe a week for swelling and bruising
Okay.
to kind of subside, and then 2 weeks will be full healed.
Yeah.
Kissing, I will say the first 24 hours, try to just kind of avoid it just because you have open wounds. So like we inject
that's
with the
gross.
needle, right?
Yeah,
So
okay.
there's like little openings.
Sure.
So you want to keep your lips as clean as possible the
Okay.
first 24 hours.
See, I
So
don't-
that's the only reason why I would say no kissing.
I'm very slutty, so I don't know if I can do the lip injections because
24 hours is like tomorrow. Like if I did them right now, like just tomorrow. at this
just
time.
tomorrow morning. Okay. Oh, this
Yeah.
time. See, that's my.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess
Yeah,
you're
it's
right.
not that bad.
What's your favorite type of filler to apply on a person? Like, what is something that you may like encourage somebody to do more? Like, ooh, like you should really try this out. You know what I mean?
I have a lot of favorites.
Okay.
I would say lip filler. Everybody needs lip filler.
Okay.
Like even if it's just a little bit, it just makes like the results are so pretty.
You should have brought some. We could have did it right here on the show. Like when I
Right,
got
that
Botox.
would have been so good.
We should have. I should have told you.
The
my
results
bad.
are so pretty.
Okay.
But also I feel like I really love like balancing your face. So basically like let's say that your chin is smaller than your nose. Like everything has to be like
Yeah.
symmetrical.
Girl,
So-
we all be looking at the mirror. I've never thought forgot about that.
So like, I don't know if you ever like, I had a very small chin. So
Yes.
whenever I would turn to the side, like my nose was out here, but my chin was like way down here.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
like I have a little bit of chin filler
Yeah.
and that just kind of makes my face like match
I got
the
you.
rest of my face. Like it matches my nose,
Yeah.
it matches my cheeks. So things like that. And some
Okay.
people like, I'm not sure if you ever like look at them. Not us talking about not looking at
I
people,
know, right?
but we
No,
really are.
I be girl. I be over there somehow.
So I don't know if you ever noticed people look a little droopy.
Yes.
Like almost like they look so
No.
tired.
They be looking rough.
So then if you add a little bit of like maybe like cheek filler
Yeah.
or even like Sculptra, which
Yeah.
is a collagen stimulator, that just kind of perks the cheek. It's called like a cheek pop.
Oh, okay, got you.
So like a model cheek,
Yeah.
like snatched.
I'm gonna
So
do that.
it just
Okay.
makes you like
I see.
when you contour yourself,
Hmm.
like with your makeup, like it just makes it like
Okay.
look.
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Do you have anything done on you at all? Or?
So I have chin filler.
Okay.
And then I did like a little bit of jawline to just kind of sharpen.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then I have lip filler. And
Okay.
then obviously my Botox. But no, my cheeks are like naturally that high.
Mhm.
But I'm sure as I age, I will probably have to do something
I've
with
just
them.
never looked at like cheeks.
Yeah.
And,
So like when
like-
people, I guess another misconception is when
Yeah.
people, when you tell them like, oh, maybe a little bit of cheek filler or
Yeah.
a little bit of cheek pop, they're like, cheeks, like, no, I don't want to look fat. And I'm like, no.
It's
Like
I see what you're saying now
basically
because
creating shadows and like making people more snatched. Kind of like,
Bitch.
you know how models like have like their cheeks really
Yeah.
high? So it's kind of like mimics that.
we about to go get our cheeks done. We are.
I didn't even know I needed that.
We should. Everybody who's watching this, come on, let's go get our cheeks done with Tejas Aesthetics, okay? I'm gonna go get my cheeks done. I'm telling you, girl, I want to be like, my headphones are off. I feel naked. I want to be like fucking like this. You know what I mean? When I'm 60 something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
wanna be
like,
like
or
this.
even like Sculptra. Sculptra
Okay.
will help with that, but it's like a more natural approach.
I see.
So Sculptra like boosts collagen production.
Yeah, yeah.
So like injecting it there, it's not necessarily going to make a change right away, but it takes about 8 weeks for it to like work because it like what it does, it boosts your own collagen production.
Oh, I see.
So like your
Okay.
own body makes collagen and it just kind of makes your like skin and your tissue like more snatched.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm so interested.
So
I wanna learn
there's
more,
different
yes.
options.
Okay.
I would say maybe Sculptra is like a little more of a natural way.
Yeah.
But filler is also great.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like there's like one better than the other one. Sometimes we do both.
Fair enough.
Yeah, sometimes we do both. I love to combine treatments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. You know what? And we have to go check out Tejas Aesthetics. Okay. But just real quick, because I don't want to like miss this before we run out of time. But you know, you're your own boss now, right? Which means at one point you were working for somebody else.
Yes.
Okay. And so like in a lot of businesses, podcasting, nursing, you deal with a lot of competition.
Yes.
And some people are a little more receptive to wanting to teach you, and some people are like, I ain't teaching you shit. Does that exist in your field of business as well?
Teach you like
Well, do you have
like
you ever
me reaching out to businesses that have been in the industry for longer?
have you ever maybe ran into anybody that may have found you intimidating and maybe created a competition with you?
I don't know because I really try to stay in my circle.
You're just in your own lane.
Yeah.
We have to practice that.
So I would like to have a community.
Yeah.
I will say like the injector community in Waco is not that great.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say like I have an issue with anybody.
When you say it's not that great, do you think that maybe there's not enough of you guys? Because I'm not gonna lie, girl, I only know you and Susie.
No, there's a couple.
Yeah.
I would just say like maybe we're just not. Well, maybe because I'm in my own lane. Maybe I should like try to.
Okay. You should create that space. We talk about this on the show all the time.
Yeah, I should probably reach out and be more social.
You should.
Right?
Do you know Susie?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do know her. Me and Susie work together actually,
Oh.
and we actually are pretty good, and we kind of give each other feedback.
Yeah, I do.
So I do like I do like her a lot.
I love her body.
But other than that, I feel like I'm not very like social with any other
You should,
injectors.
you know, and that's what I really want to see, because I love talking to you guys about like injections and body modifications. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one of my very, very good friends who's been on the show quite a few times, her name is Kaylin Flores. And I
love her.
I love her body. And she's so open about the things that she, you know what I mean? And she was one of the first people that have came on the Public Affair and talked about that. You know what I mean? And really made me even look at things different. Because I used to be like, why are girls getting their boobs done all the time? This and that. And now it's like, oh, okay. She made me see it in a different perspective.
Okay.
Yeah, she did. And a more positive perspective. And, you know, I think at the end of the day, it's all just about like self-love for that matter. I mean, is that a cop-out, or is that fair to say?
Yeah, I'll say that, because I've gotten, I do have a little bit of nose filler.
Oh, okay.
I had like this little bump on my nose.
I was going to say, your nose is good.
Nobody ever noticed it.
Okay.
Like, ever, until like whenever I got like a little bit of, it just kind of evened it out.
I like your nose.
So
I do like your nose, girl. Can I have that nose too?
You have a perfect nose.
Do you have a perfect nose?
Yes.
Okay, are you sure?
I just had like this little bump, and I'm sure like people that have it and know what I'm talking about, like they know.
Okay.
But nobody ever like pointed it out. Nobody ever like knew I had it until I did like a little bit of filler on my nose, and they're like, what was wrong with your nose? And I'm like, I just had this little bit. And then I put like a side-by-side picture, and they were like, oh, okay. But it was nothing that like somebody ever pointed out. I think it was just more for me.
I got you. Emma, girl, look, glasses is off, right? And I'm your client. What do I need to get done? I mean, I know my nose is perfect, and the only reason why God didn't give me green eyes is because I've already been perfect.
You're already perfect.
And I'm made in his image, but I'm not perfect like any of us. So, yeah, and be honest, please. We're honest on the, if you say that, Andrew, you got crow's feet for days, then I'll come see you after this.
Okay, smile. Angry face. Angry face.
Angry? Oh, I don't get angry. But...
I don't get angry. Lift your eyebrows. Surprise. Okay. I would say everybody is a candidate for Botox.
Okay.
Even just a little sprinkle.
Yeah.
For preventative measures to just kind of prevent the lines from forming there and getting deeper. And I would say you have really good skin.
Thank you.
I love like treating skin.
Oh, okay.
Like I love educating about like
my skin is good.
Like you can get injectables, you can get lips.
Yeah.
But like take care of your skin.
Absolutely. I drink tons of water.
Yes.
Sunscreen? I don't use sunscreen.
Yeah, you need to use sunscreen.
I need to use sunscreen
every day.
I do other things too, but I really don't want to be inappropriate and too gay. So
okay. Got it. But yeah, lots of water. You have really good skin, so I will say that. So
I don't smoke. I don't use illicit drugs.
That's good.
I don't. Yes.
Good. Try to be a healthier person. Okay, I don't know. Or not.
I love her so much. Where do we find Tejas Aesthetics? How do we book with you, girl? Like, yes.
So Tejas Aesthetics is located at 921 Suite C on Lake Air. And you can book online at tejasaesthetics.com. We have a website now.
Yes.
But yeah, or you can also find me on Instagram as Waco Mobile Injector.
We're going to put it in the bio.
Yes.
Now, it's just you and your friend. Am I correct?
Yes. My friend Eliza. She's my new injector. Shout out to Eliza. Y'all book with Eliza.
Okay.
I'm trying to build her portfolio. So please, we are offering model calls.
Yeah.
So if you want to get anything done, this is your chance. She's great. I love her. She's a good injector.
I want to do model calls.
Yeah, we can do model calls.
Hello. Yeah. It'd be perfect for promotion.
Yes.
I'll do it, girl. Don't play with me.
Yeah. And then, another thing. You interrupted my consultation.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. Oops. So great skin. I would say like even if you didn't want to do like the little bit of cheek pop, I would say PRP or PRF. So it's platelet-rich plasma.
Oh.
So we draw blood from your arm, and then we spin it in a centrifuge, and then on top there's going to be like a yellow substance, so there is platelet rich plasma. So basically it's like growth factors that separate from your red blood cells, and we inject that back in your skin.
No.
So it kind of is like a natural way of like boosting your collagen production. It helps with like the little bit of hallowing, with under eye like darkness, like that tire eye feeling. It brightens your eye. It's great. So it's like very natural because like there's no additives.
Well, it's just your plasma.
Your plasma.
Yeah. I'm familiar with, I was a phlebotomist, so I'm familiar with that. I didn't
basically you draw blood, and then like it spins in a centrifuge, and then it leaves like the platelet rich plasma.
What is that called? Apheresis?
And they call it liquid gold.
That is that good. We're gonna do that, girl.
Is that good?
We are gonna do that. Yeah, that is so phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we done with the cost?
So yep.
Are you sure? I didn't want to interrupt you, girl.
Are we done with your consultation?
I know you got that north in you, so.
No, I'll say, yeah, just like a little bit of Botox. If you want to do a little bit of cheek filler, I love cheek filler, actually. Yeah. I love everything,
You made me want to do cheek filler.
Yeah, you'll be a little snatch.
I keep touching my cheeks and I feel like they're down here, girl.
You're like, let me see. Yeah, so cheek filler and maybe a little bit of PRP.
Okay, I got you. Well, I'm a whole celebrity now, as it turns out, so I need to make sure that I look the part.
You need to keep up with yourself.
For anybody who is scared, or anybody who still has watched these few episodes where I talk about these things that are not convinced, what is something that you can say to somebody that can maybe change their mind about it?
So every treatment is customized to you. Like, we listen to your concerns and we basically talk about like different options. Mm-hmm. Also, a consultation is just a consultation. Mm-hmm. So if you have questions, if you're scared about it, we can always talk about it.
Yeah.
We love educating people. I love educating people. Yeah. I love to talk about it. But definitely I'll say everything that we do is minimally invasive. Like, most of the things that we do can be reversed. Okay. So, as you know, Botox, like, it lasted you maybe like 4 months.
Something like that.
And then it went away. Mm-hmm. So it's not something that you're going to be stuck with. Like, it will go away.
Yeah.
Also, like with filler, you can dissolve it. So like, if you hate it, you can dissolve it. Mm-hmm. With PRP, like you can't go, nothing can go wrong with that. Because it's your own blood.
Right.
And it has like, growth factors. And everything is just beneficial for you.
Yeah.
So nothing really wrong can go from that. I would say if you're scared, maybe you're just like, don't know about it.
Right.
I feel like you may just not know.
Okay.
About the product experience.
We just got to go to Tejas Aesthetics, and she's going to let us know. Yes, you need to start teaching classes. Was going into business for yourself, was that the right move for you?
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Okay.
I would say I love it, but it's a lot of work. Yeah.
Hey, at least you don't have to go to Austin and shit anymore. Right?
But I still work at Providence.
Oh, okay.
So I'm still trying to build. Yeah, shout out to Providence.
Their cafeteria is bomb, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
their food is good. I'm not going to lie.
So I still work. Obviously, I'm trying to build my clientele. Sure. I'm trying to build my business. But so far, it's gone great. Yeah. I mean, now we have a storefront.
Okay.
Which, that was a big accomplishment.
Awesome.
But I'm just still, I don't know. But I also work there because I like it.
There's nothing wrong with that. I do this show and have a full-time job too. I don't necessarily like it. But,
I would say like I love nursing.
Sure.
Because you can do a lot of things with it. Yes. So like obviously I'm injecting. That's a whole different thing. And sometimes I'd go and do like my hospital shifts and like I see crazy things and crazy things excite me.
Okay.
So, I'm not going to see crazy things so much in aesthetics. I feel like that's just like more like a calm environment. Like my clients are my friends. Like we're having fun conversations.
Yeah, for sure.
Then in the hospital it's definitely not like, we're not going to have fun. Like it's real business.
It's wild. Well, Emma, I had such a good time having you on the show, and I truly hope that people will take this episode and maybe have a different perspective when it comes to like injections and cosmetic. Is it safe to say surgeries or is cosmetic?
Injectables.
Injectables. Yes. Okay, yeah. And you guys make sure we go book with Tejas Aesthetics. Make sure you guys shout out your socials and your number one more time, please.
Yes, TejasAesthetics.com. You can book your appointment. Also, you can follow us at TejasAesthetics _ on Instagram. And you can follow me at Waco Mobile Injector on Instagram as well. And I do want to mention that we have a campaign coming for the fall.
Yes,
so it's going to be our 2-year anniversary, and we're launching a campaign, which I'm super excited about. Stay tuned for all the new things that we're doing, and I'm just excited. And I hope that you guys can come for a consultation just to kind of educate yourself. And if you decide you don't want to do it, you just don't want to do it.
That's it. Yeah.
There's nothing.
Well, I'm riding with you guys all the way. So any help you need from me, you just let me know, girl. Okay?
Awesome.
Yes, I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited for Tejas Aesthetics. Big shout out to you and everything that you're accomplishing. Again, thank you so much for coming on to the Public Affair. I truly, truly appreciate it and giving us a different perspective on that stuff. I really thank you so much. And thank you for trusting me to do so. Okay, and I'll be coming to see you for the cheek pops, okay?
For the cheek pops.
Whatever it's called, okay?
You're like, whatever consultation you gave me.
We're going to go do that, all right? Now, thank you guys again so much for watching this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, I've got more on the way. To my girl, Miss Emma Cabral, thank you so much for coming on to The Public Affair. Me, you, and the mans will do brunch or something, and we'll talk more about the cheek pops and stuff like that.
Awesome.
I want to get his perspective as a man as well. Now, before we go, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is, of course, brought to us by Soko Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez. They offer team, small group, and individual skills training and some of the best child care services at Soko Kids. So make sure you guys call the number on the screen. Make sure you guys follow their social media so you can get more information. School is back. Ew. But you guys need something for the kids to do after school. Hello, Soko Soccer Academy, Soko Kids. They got you guys. They're going to make sure the kids are staying athletic. They're going to make sure the kids are staying out of trouble. And in line, exactly, literally. Okay, and make sure you guys hit up my boy George DeLeon if you guys need professional skills training as well. And The Public Affair remains a very proud sponsor of the Soko Soccer teams, coached by my very best friend, Coach Mauro Maldonado. To you and the coaches and those kids, you guys are phenomenal. And thank you so much for letting me be a part of that. Truly, truly appreciate it. Of course, to Hummingbird Party Backdrops and Decor. My girl Ana Limona says, girl, if you need a party decorator, if you need the balloon arches, if you need the custom wooden backdrops, my girl Ana Limona, she does the damn thing. She does it. She does it well. Okay, so make sure you guys hit her up. Call for all party decor. She's gonna make sure your event is standing out with a number of wooden backdrops, beautiful balloon props, and so much more. Call the number on the screen. Hummingbird Party Backdrops and Decor. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the J. Pedo and Poke with Junior Fuentes, Thomas Roberts, and the entire family providing delicious savory Japanese crepes and poke bowls. Listen, I had it for lunch and it was giving. They also have handcrafted Thai-rolled ice cream for dessert. You guys, you can choose from menu item or just download the J. Pedo app like I like to do and just pick what you want on there and go pick it up. It's absolutely amazing. It's delicious. It's healthy. It's fresh. University Park Drive and Hewitt Drive is where they are. To J. Pedo and Poke, thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Elite Barbershop with my boy Sid Rodriguez. Now listen, the appointment is tomorrow. Okay, we had to get Emma in here early. All right, the appointment's tomorrow, so you know the hair's not giving today. But you guys knew that for 210 other episodes of The Public Affair, they've had me looking absolutely fresh, darlings. Right, they're located on Hewitt Drive. You can call the number on the screen or download the Squire app. Walk-ins are welcome as well. They have Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, David Rodriguez, Isaac Chavez, Clint Fletcher, Isai Reyes, Sam Ceballos, and Kyle Berry, making you look as snackish as I have for more than 200 and something. I forgot episodes of The Public Affair to Elite Barbershop. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, you guys, at the weekend is amongst us. Junior Banda, Fat Boy Michelada and Botana, providing the best Michelada Botana place for yourself or for a party. You guys, they have aguachiles, they have ceviche, they have chamoy candy, they have hot Cheeto pickle plates, and they have so much more. You can book them for an event. If you want to pick something up for yourself and you need a plate for yourself, they got you as well. Make sure you guys hit them up and get the best, not the rest, with Fat Boy Michelada and Botana with Junior Banda. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And to all of you guys, thank you again so much. I've got more on the way. I can't wait to go to Tejas Aesthetics and see what brings the
cheek pop she gives me.
With the cheek pops, yes, and we're going to be posting before and after pictures. Okay, and however I look after, just don't forget to always keep it between us. That's it. Sheesh.
This is gonna be like a 2-hour show.
No. We got about another 20, 30 minutes left in studio time. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah. You'll be just
There's, I don't know. Sorry, I feel like the person that has to give all the details because I'm just.
You did. We learned a lot about your house. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. And if we need to
edit it,
soften it, we will. Yeah, it's all good, girl. Yeah,
amazing.
We'll take a look.
I love that.
When I always review them beforehand.
Okay.
So if it's like, then I'll be like,
you're just like people do not need to know that.
No, we'll make it work. It's
okay,
fine.
Amazing.
You're good. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
You're doing good. It was just funny. I was like, wow. I was like, wait, I think I asked her about the injection.
You're like, where are we?
I was like, this fucking house. No, because buying a house is lame.
Yeah, it is.
It's so lame.
Stupid.
That's why I didn't do it.
And then I feel like they come up with like the dumbest things at the end. You're just like, why didn't you tell me this?
I didn't even get that far. We got to the bidding, and the bidding is the most annoying.
Well, no, but then they like request all these papers,
yeah.
and then you send them, and then request them again. And I'm like, dude, I just said that.
Okay.
It is very stressful.
No, you're good. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production. Are you a podcaster? Let's talk podcast hosting. Are you tired of your current podcast host? Need real support in a community that gets it? At Rogue Media Network, we offer top-tier podcast hosting services to help you thrive. From hosting and distribution to dedicated support, we've got you covered. Starting as low as $25 a month. Join our community of passionate podcasters today. Contact us at hello@roguemedianetwork.com.